Yeah, you're all very welcome to Ockram here today for the second round of our Div2A Hurling League clash with Meath. Both teams were unfortunately unlucky the first day not to record a win, but they'll both be eyeing up one another for 2 points here today. Shocking shower of rain after coming down here on top of us in Ockram. Lucky enough we're in the stand for today here, so we've changed sides. We're not in the press box. A number of changes on both sides. We'll have a quick run through them there. The Wicklow team is Keane Staunton in goal. We've Davy Maloney replacing Warren Kavanagh. Mick Mangan and Martin O'Brien make up the full back line. Gary Byrne, John Henderson and Pádraig Doran are the half back line. Rory Lamb is in midfield for Sean Cranley, and Luke Evans partners him. Danny Staunton, Andy Walsh and Gavin Weir make up a fairly dangerous looking half forward line with Owen McCormack, Christy Morehouse and Mikey Boland, we're told, but Andy O'Brien is lined out wearing number 22, and we'll just find out where he is. I'd say he could be going full forward by the looks of things. Meath have a number of changes as well. Charlie Ennis is in goal, Mickey Burke, Shane Whitty and Sean Gerrahy are the full back line. Number 5 is James Thor. Number 5, is James Kelly, wearing number 18. 6, Derek Kelly doesn't play. James Thor slots in there, and Keith Keown is number 7. We've David Riley and Pádraig O'Hanrahan in the middle of the field. We'll just halt for our Ronavine. And after a resounding rendition of Oran Aveen there, the half-forward line for Meath is Dahi McGowan, 11 is Jack Regan, 12 Alan Douglas, the full forward line of Gavin McGowan, Mark O'Sullivan, and number 15 is Paddy Keneally in the corner. Big physical looking Meath team as they have been down the years. Their referee is Thomas Leeson. We're getting ready to rock and roll. There's another couple of changes as far as I can see. We haven't been given. Jack Doyle is in midfield wearing 19. We haven't been told the whole truth, but it looks at things.
He's gone full forward.
Peter Keane is in as well, so when we get those changes we'll sort them out for you. We're just about ready to rock and roll here. The players are getting ready. Looks like Mikey Boland isn't starting.
13 is out here. They're all over the place.
They're all over the place. We'll sort them out for you in a minute. The ball is in, the game is on, and it's a tussle in the middle of the field as Jack Doyle goes down the first ball, wins the break, has a look up, charges through the tackle of the centre back who is there is Derek Kelly. Ball breaks inside into the corner. Christy Morehouse evades a late looking tackle back to Jack Doyle. Doyle goes all the way back to Gary Byrne. Byrne launches a long ball in, doesn't quite get it as long as usual, goes through Andy Walsh in the centre back, and it's picked up there by James Thor. He goes long down the field. There's 2 Wicklow men here with one man. It's John Henderson is down on his hands and knees, has it. Well picked up by Henderson there, about 65 yards out from the town goal. A heavy looking, late looking challenge there from Peter Keane. He might be lucky, it's early, he might be lucky to escape with that. It was pretty much into the face, so it's the centre forward Jack Regan takes a heavy bang there, and it'll be a free from just about 2 or 3 yards inside his own 65 here. Meath shooting into the Herbst end in the first half, and Wicklow shooting into the town goal. Alan, you're working away there. There's a lot of changes here.
There's a lot of changes, and struggling here to win it, however. I'll be back to you there momentarily. I don't think they said Gavin Weir was going to start. I don't think he has. I think Owen McCormack will come out wing forward.
Yeah, Andy has gone to the square, and Christy has gone.
Christy and Mikey Boland's in beside him, so I think.
And they also said Rory Lamb was starting, and that's Jack Doyle in the middle of the field. Yeah. So that's another. Pádraig Doran doesn't look to be there. I think it's Peter Keane is in a wing back. We're lucky enough that Jack Regan had to get attention there, or we wouldn't have sorted it out.
We had hopped on a bit of an off.
It's number 8 is Pádraig O'Hanrahan, the Ratho man, is having a good look at this one. He looks like he fancies the range. He's eyeing up his target here. Right underneath is here in the stand. No real wind to speak about. It's just a drizzly rain.
The rain kind of falling down.
Long ball in around the edge of the square. That's dangerous looking. There's a hurl on it. Falls just around the 21 there. Wicklow. Charge out. Davy Maloney throws a boo on it, but he only gets it as far as the number 9, which is David Riley. Riley has a look, steadies himself, plants the feed, goes to the right of the posts and wide. And it's a difficult day enough, even shooting from that 30-40 yard area. Any pressure at all. You know,
Maloney was scrambling out, got a boo onto it, but gave it onto the oncoming player. Like, and he had time to put it over. Like, and Wicklow will be relieved that he didn't get a score in there.
Keane Staunton lining this one up. Having a look at his options down the field. It seems to be going to the far side of the field by the way that players are moving. It's gone long. It's a huge puck from Staunton right down the field on top of Andy Walsh. Walsh, but the ball breaks in and it's hoovered up there by the wing back who is Keith Keoghan. Keoghan does really well. He's dragged back and it's a free to Meath from their own half back line. Silly little free there, really. Wicklow could have put more pressure on him. It's a quick free though, it's taken in as far as Mark O'Sullivan, the Kilteal man. Flicks the ball brilliantly around. Mick Mangan has it, he needs support. Gary Byrne has gone back to help, does well. A little flick inside, but it comes across to Henderson. Wicklow probably lucky to get away with that one as Patrick O'Hanlon missed it. Henderson gets the ball out as far as Gary Byrne. Byrne drives a long diagonal ball down the field, but again it's that Meath half back line mopping everything up. It's James Torr gets to it, a boo on it there from Sean Geraghty, the captain, gets it out to his centre back. Again it's a loose ball, it's loose pass. It's not a day for the little flicks and touches, it's a day for the simple things. Christie looked to be pushed in the back. Jack Doyle picks up the pieces, gets the ball into McCormack in space now. This man is dangerous, flicks the ball high, flicks it over the bar and puts Wicklow on the scoreboard after just about 3.5 minutes. The first score of the game, first blood to Wicklow, and well worked move. It's a not a nice day out there, Alan. But
look at it, it's going to be messy. Look, everyone's going to be ring rusty as equally as all last week. Like, they're going to go row one with a long ball down on top of Andy Walsh. There's not going to be too many clean catches out there today. You're going to have to get underneath him, like, you know, and get under a breaking ball. You saw that twice there already.
Breaks are going to be crucial in around there.
Yeah, you said it's not a day for flicks and highly curling.
Puck out from Charlie Evans. Evans goes long down to the middle of the field, right underneath the stand. Henderson gets a hurl on it, breaks to Jack Regan. Across comes Davy Maloney. Huge, a little back heel from Regan, showing off his soccer skills there. Flicks the ball back out to his wing back, who is Keith Keoghan. Keoghan goes long down the field. It's a good ball. It's into the full forward. They're targeting this O'Sullivan. Mark O'Sullivan goes around Mick Mangan. This is dangerous looking. He has cover there. It's well covered by Luke Evans, but O'Sullivan does really well and flicks the ball high and over the bar. And I think there's a warning sign or two there earlier. They're targeting this full forward.
They are going to target the full forward, like Mick is not. He wouldn't be the quickest of athletes out there. No disrespect to him, and he tell you that himself. But like, it looks like 14 has the legs on him already.
Yeah, and
he's going to need help there definitely straight away.
Looks to be a game plan. It's a point apiece here in Ockram after 4 3/4 minutes. Long ball again from the puck, a huge puck down on top of Andy Walsh. But again, there's 3 Meath men going in around. He's won his free. In fairness to him, he's done well. I think we have to have someone coming in behind those for the break. The Meath men are just sweeping across. We've no one just gambling on it going through the 2 players even. I think it's worth a try. Christie will fancy his chances here though, about 47 or 8 yards out, pretty much straight in front of the goal.
Like, on a day like that, I definitely like a Mikey Bowler under him or Peter Keane. They're 2 lads that they live on scraps well, picking up, running quick and off the break. You head into your 2-man full forward line there. Like you, Christie and Andy in there on the break like that, like something could be looked at.
I don't know where the linesman has made up that now, but I think he's too wet to move to where the free was with the looks of things. But Christie is now about 7 or 8 yards outside the 45, looks to have come up off the hurl nicely, high and over the bar, and Wicklow lead 2 points to 1 here. And just I suppose as far as this league goes, this is a huge game for these 2 teams. They'll be targeting one another for points.
Well, look, if Offaly are going to play Kerry, if Kerry win that, they're on the 2 wins. Whoever gets here, like, will go over Offaly on the 2-point win, like.
That's it. Meath goes short. They work the ball out to do really well. Paddy Keneally out from his corner forward berth flicks a little ball out as far as Keith Keoghan. Keoghan has a look. Christie chases him, does well to slow him up, but again that ball is in to the corner into this Mark O'Sullivan. Mangan does well this time though, gets his body down over the ball. O'Sullivan, what a flick up by O'Sullivan. Beautiful piece of play by the full forward. Play away, says the referee. Looked like he might have been fouled, but he does really well to get the ball into his midfielder, who's O'Hanlon. Again flicked away by Wicklow. They're living on the edge. Jack Doyle just dilly-dallies a little bit around his own D there with the ball, and again there's a huge scrum, flicked back out to the wrong man, but brilliant block down there by Owen McCormack. Huge work rate from the Wicklow men. Davy Maloney comes out, picks up the ball underneath the scoreboard, needs a bit of support, gets the support from his club man John Henderson and his captain. Henderson does really well, he needs support now. Back to Jack Doyle. It's a poor clearance enough, comes down as far as Paddy Keneally, number 15, as I said, out around the middle of the field now, flicks the ball high and flicks it over the bar, and again it's messy bit stuff in there. Wicklow, you can't say they're not trying their hard, but they should have had that one cleared.
They're not trying, Maloney had come over and he'd helped Mangan, as we were saying, he needs help, but O'Sullivan had no right getting that flick up there. He'd done absolutely tremendous to get across, and Henderson got the flick on the hurl to break that down. It was a definite goal chance there if he hadn't got the hurl down. We got half lucky there with only a point.
Got half lucky is right, with 7 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. It's 2 points all here in Ockram. A long puck again down from the Ockram goalie. 2 Meath men go in behind, and 2 Meath men, one of them pick it up. It can be seen as plain as the day up from up here. I don't know how it can't be seen down a bit lower. It's a long clearance in this O'Sullivan man, the full forward line again. Mangan does well again. He's just about breaking even with him at the minute. Good play from Mangan. He needs support. He tried to go short, he tried to go cute, but it's blocked down by O'Sullivan. It's a line ball to Wicklow, and again, it's going to be very hard to play in that full back line if they keep leaving loose men under this puck out.
But to be fair, Mangan, he's right up, he's on his shoulder, he's living on his hip there, like he got the hurling again. I'd say Mangan might just have the bit of power on him. If he can stay close to him and not give him that 2 or 3 yard head start, he'd have half the job done there. But he's definitely going to need help. The overlap goes in across that full back line, we are in trouble.
Gary Byrne, great cut from Byrne long down the field, but it's the midfielder is number 9 Riley. He gets his hurl to it, pops the ball off as far as Dai McGowan. McGowan goes back out, goes short, and it comes across the middle. Again, it's a loose ball. Danny Staunton picks up the pieces. Staunton drives a long ball, dangerous looking ball in as far as the corner for Mikey Ball. Bowling guys hurl to it, but it's knocked away. Again, Meath have numbers back there. It's well touched to one side by the wing back, I think it is, it's Thor, but he is a loose pass in as far as Jack Doyle. Doyle goes route 1 in on top of Andy. Andy now, can he get around his man? Flicks the ball to himself out. Brilliant play by Andy O'Brien. Holds his man off, shoots. Oh, brilliant save by the keeper. It's gone high and over the bar. Somehow the keeper got a touch to that one and knocked it over the bar, but again, I think that's what we have to fancy our chances with that sort of a ball in today.
Well, I think Andy had a tremendous game against Meath up there last year, and was the same lad Martin was it? I think it was a very, very, very good battle there. Andy scored a screamer of a goal. Remember that the way he caught shepherding the man off and swung with one hurl in the back of the net.
Charlie Evans tips the ball out. It's tipped away brilliantly by Staunton from Paddy Keneally. Andrew Walsh tries to get his hurl on. Again, it's broke in around the middle. Again, Meath have numbers there. Mop the ball up there. Captain Sean Geraghty gets the ball out as far as James Thor. Thor has a look, goes long down the field. A good clearance in the conditions. Henderson tries to get his hurl to it, but Jack Regan is in behind. It's not Regan, it's Alan Douglas. Douglas gets a ball across. Probably took the wrong option. Douglas, Regan flicks it away though from Martin O'Brien, and it's a free in. Regan is taken out after the ball. I suppose, look, both teams living on the edge of it in their final third there. It's a day for that, but Wicklow leading 3-2, and we have 9.5 minutes gone here. I suppose you'd have took that before the ball was through.
We would have took that. Like, we have Sean Promise, the first ball that went handy, like it would have been in the back of the net. The keeper, I don't think he knew a whole lot about it anyway. Stood at the ground and managed to flick it out over the bar. But once again, Martin O'Brien got across there, got the ball and the hurl, broke it down. Ball slapped in between his legs, and then a little bit of a late tackle for a free. But once again, we're cutting out the goal chances.
Hanrahan goes high over the bar, a good score. This is a Meath team that scored 3 goals against Offaly last week, so there is a goal threat there. Awfully many people's favourites to possibly walk this league, but look, they're in it for a reason. It was the same. Everyone said they'd walk the Christie Ring last year, and they're still in it. So
look, but everyone's going to be ring rusty, no matter how good of an athlete you are. Like if you're being off for a certain length of time, you are going to be rusty, and that it's going to show no matter where you are.
Keane Staunton goes long again, route 1 down on top of Andy Walsh. A good ball in, it breaks in as far as Mikey Boland in a tussle there. Andy comes out and wins. A good play by Andy, goes diagonal across the field, leaves a bit of work to do for Christie, but Christie gets it. Great touch by Christie. Back out as far as Peter Keane. Keane gets the ball, hand passes it in as far as Luke Evans. Evans twists and turns around. It's Conor McNally is in the goal for Wicklow. I kind of thought that, to be honest, but long ball in and dangerous ball in again, and it's McCormack is in there this time. He's got a 65. I think it was McCormack touched that one wide, to be honest, but we'll take it all day. We've got a 65, and I just think we're going along with the puck out all the time. I think I'd just bring Andy out under an odd one. I'd just swap himself at Walsh, keep everyone on their toes in around there, because
give him something else to think about.
Yeah, just give him give them something to think about. Right, we're 3 points all here in Ockram. Christie has a 65 here now. He's just about 3 or 4 yards to the left of the post as he looks at it, shooting into the town goal. 11 and a half minutes gone. It's been pretty much lick for smather up until now, Alan. There's no real. It's.
No, she's toning and throwing lovely, isn't it? I'd say it's great to be back here now after lockdown again. Since a long time since we've been back down here ourselves.
This one has gone to the left and wide, unfortunately. It is, Alan. Great to see you, I have to say.
It is.
Now.
Totally. Here now, giving the use of the WhatsApp group there.
So I had to do something with my spare time. Charlie.
And you did use it then?
High ball down, Jack Doyle goes for it again, but again 3 Meath men around. Doyle does really well, pops off a pass to Luke Evans. Away goes Luke Evans, he's a galloping through the middle. There's a bit of a hole there. Chance here for Evans. Evans flicks the ball off his hurley, flicks it high and flicks it over. A brilliant score there from Luke Evans, a brilliant score from Wicklow, and it's 4 points to 3.
And if Evans didn't take over the bar, he was going to be feeling the wrath of it, Danny Stanton here, because he was in an acre on his own.
He was in an acre of space, Daddy is right, but it's...
and Danny would let you know.
Puck out again goes short. Wicklow are up for it, but it's well taken in the middle by this man, Paddy Keneally. Keneally was originally lined out at number 8. He's wearing 15, so we knew what was coming there. He was straight to the middle. Luke Evans, long ball down the field again, looking for Christie. Christie turns his man, has a chance here to get away. Doesn't come up from. Ball falls into Peter Keane. Keane does well. Pops a little ball back to Danny Staunton. Could have given a handpass, but Staunton's control is immaculate. Brilliant play by the Glenealy man. A flick on the hurl there. He's quick to pass Mikey Burke. He has the legs on Burke. There's danger here for me. The ball is popped inside into Andy Walsh. Walsh has a look. Is he pulled back? He is pulled back and wins a free. And Wicklow doing a lot of good work here, Alan, in fairness.
It's hard to be fair, but I think one thing he did